Hello everyone, welcome to Coach IAS Academy. So today we are going to start a lecture on Aristotle. So before that, I would request you to watch my previous lectures on Socrates and Plato for greater understanding. So when we say Aristotle, then Aristotle is the greatest disciple of Plato, and he is considered as father of political science, while Plato is considered as father of political philosophy. Since Aristotle is considered as father of political science, his teachings, his lessons are more practical in comparison to Plato. We see that Plato lives in the world of ideas. In comparison to that, Aristotle is more practical, more pragmatic, and his ideas are more on the ground. As a thinker, as a scholar, Aristotle is conservative, he is practical, and he is a functionalist. So let us see the philosophy of Aristotle in terms of philosopher king. So as I told you in my previous class that Plato supported the idea of philosopher king, and as per Plato, philosopher king should have unlimited power, absolute power, and there is no check to the power of philosopher king. Okay, but Aristotle says that no one should be given absolute power because there is a chance of misuse of power. And instead of giving a particular man the absolute power, it is better to give the power to something like law, rule, or constitution rather than giving power to a single man. We can see that Aristotle belonged to a school of thought which is said to be school of average thinking. The meaning of average thinking is that according to Aristotle, golden mean is the golden rule. He says that we should not go to the extreme. Extreme में नहीं जाना है हमें. ना तो एक इंसान का रूल होना चाहिए और ना बहुत सारा का रूल होना चाहिए, but there should be rule of average people, that is rule of law rather than rule of philosopher king. After this, the next teaching of Aristotle is very important. Aristotle belongs to the school of teleology, that is school of destiny. And Aristotle believed that there are certain things in the life of a man which is the part of destiny, and man moves as per his destiny. And Aristotle believed that it is very, very natural for a man to take part in politics, and taking part in politics is the highest work of a man. And Aristotle says life of a man by nature is that of a political animal. That is, it is natural for the man to take part in politics. So in today's world, when political and social capital is declining and when people are drifting away from politics, then the saying of Aristotle has got relevance when he says man by nature is a political animal. Now Aristotle is a functionalist, and what he says that the people like slaves, old men, children, and women, they are not fit to take part in politics, and so they should not take part in politics, and only man should join politics. And for this teaching, Aristotle has been criticized by human rights activists also. After this, Aristotle gives us a very important idea in terms of moral philosophy. He has given the concept of eudaimonia. The meaning of eudaimonia is to be in a balanced stage, to be in an average stage. That means extreme level of sadness is not required, and extreme level of happiness is also not required, but to be calm is desirable. That is called the process of eudaimonia. So eudaimonia means taking the average mean, and he says golden mean is the golden rule. So let me sum up the idea of Aristotle. Aristotle is the supporter of rule of constitution, then rule of philosopher king. And then Aristotle is a supporter that man should take part in politics, he is a political animal. And then Aristotle is a supporter of eudaimonia. Thank you.